Well, tonight we are still waiting to learn whether a Vinton County grand jury will indict 4 members of the Siders family on child endangerment charges. It's been nearly 3 weeks since 16 children were removed from the family's home in Hamden, where authorities describe the conditions as pure evil and horrific. Those public comments continue to raise concerns for attorneys representing those family members.
10 TV's Carla Rogner has been following every development in this case nearly every day, and she joins us live in studio with new information from one of the defense attorneys today. Carla.
Yeah, I talked to the attorney for Gary Siders Sr. this afternoon. He can only speak about his client because there are gag orders in place for both Christina Siders and Gary Siders Jr. Gary Sr. is the only family member who's been released on a recognizance bond. He's still getting medical treatment, and his attorney says he's still waiting to review the evidence in this case, but shared what he's learned about his client so far. What's he like? Can you describe his demeanor?
He's an older gentleman who seems fairly confused and unaware of what's going on, which is exactly what I expected given the nature of what I saw during the arraignment, the initial appearance. He has some very serious medical conditions that are going on, and I think for a person of his age, any serious medical condition is life-threatening. So I think he's now getting the care that he needs, but to suggest that he's out of the woods would be a bit too much. The gag order kind of limits what I can discuss. When it comes to Mr. Siders, though, I can tell you that based on my understanding, he wasn't regularly going to get medical treatment.
Does this make it harder for you that there is such a gap between the charges in this case and the initial information that we got from law enforcement and now to where we still don't have an indictment? You haven't gotten any of the discovery, yet people are still, analyzing every bit of this case online on social media.
Yeah. To put a point on it, yeah. Which is exactly what I've been saying from the very beginning, that when the AG decided to open his mouth and run it about things he had no actual knowledge about, he created a firestorm. And what I've said from the jump is that this is a case that appears to me to be criminalizing poverty. And everything I've seen so far appears to be that.
Do you see a world where this ends without criminal conviction for Gary Sr. at least?
Speaking just for Gary Siders Sr., my client, there are multiple paths which result in no criminal conviction.
And the attorney said that those paths could be either he's found incompetent or even not guilty by reason of insanity. He also said that as a grandfather, he might not bear as much responsibility as a parent would. We also talked about his concerns about people who might be breaking into the home and taking videos and pictures that we've seen online that may show the inside of the home that people could only obtain illegally. He's worried about how that could impact the case.
And people on the
trespassing.
Yeah,
we've heard concerns from the prosecutor as well before the gag order was in place.
And the false information going around because of the internet, everyone giving their take on it.
Yeah, lots of rumors, conspiracies that people have about this
Yeah.
case, and we haven't seen any of the evidence.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Carla.
Appreciate that.